Good afternoon, friends. Today in previous video we have discussed about so many basic things in line balancing, that is cycle time, work content time, line efficiency, minimum rational work element, precedence constraints, and precedence diagram. So we stopped for precedence diagram. That is just we came to know what is precedence diagram. It is nothing but network diagram that indicates the sequence in which work elements must be performed. Okay, it indicates the sequence. That is what we have on the screen now. We will be discussing about that one and how we write it, how we start to work on that one. For that we need the work elements. You can see here. So what we have, the work elements here, the number of work elements, total 12 work elements are there. These are nothing but minimum rational work elements itself, which cannot be divided further. Total 12 work elements are there. So how much time it takes for that to do that work is nothing but TEK. For first work element it takes 0.2 minutes, and for second work element it is taking 0.4. Similarly, like that, all the TEK, the times to perform that work element we have, and on what it is dependent must be preceded by, which has to be done first before that work element which has to be completed, that those work elements are being listed here. So these are all that work elements what we have here. So here so these are all the work elements what we have here. Fine. So these are all the work elements on which it is dependent. Okay, on which the TEKs and these work elements are dependent. Fine. So now let us go on discussing how it can be done. So first let us take the first work element, work number 1. Okay, that is, it takes 0.2 minutes and it is dependent upon nothing. You can see here it is not dependent upon anything, must be preceded by. First work element is not dependent upon anyone. So what we do is we write it as it is independent, so we take it first here. So what we do is we take it first here. You can see, so this one, so this is what we can do. See, 0 1 above that one we write the TEK value of that is 0.2. Similarly, go for the second work element, that is 0.4. So you can see here that is 0.4 TEK value of that one, which is depend upon what? Check it. So it is independent. Again, it is not dependent upon anyone. So we take that one as independent figure here, that is 0 2. Okay, so 1 and 2 are being taken here now. Next, come for the third, which is taking time of 0.7, is depend upon 1. You can see here it is depend upon 1. Fine. So now what we do is, that is what we write 3 here in front of 1 and show the arrow mark here like this. We show the arrow mark here. You can see just I will remove the red things. On the black one, what you can see, the arrow. Okay, like that, 3 is written in front of that and it is shown the arrow marks as that after completing 1, 3 will be done. That is what we can show here like this. Okay, so we write 3 in front of 1 and show the TEK value of that one above that. Okay, similarly go for the next 4 is having TEK value of 1, so it is depend upon 1 and 2. Now what I do is, it is depend upon 1 and 2 which are done already. So we write 4 here in between 1 and 2 and take arrows from both the things, 1 and 2. So like this. Okay, we are taking both the arrows here and we are showing it in arrows like this and writing 4 here with TEK value of that one. So in front of that we write it like this. Okay, so this is how it is being done. So 4 is done. Okay, similarly next go for the 5. So fifth, which is having a TEK value of 3, is depend upon 2. Now it is depend upon 2, so 2 in front of 2 I will write 5 here. You can see 5 I have written it in front of 2 and we will show the arrow mark here like this. Okay, so like this, that is what it is written. Now 3 is depend upon 1, in front of that one it is written. So 3 is depend upon let me clear it. So 3 is depend upon 1, it is written in front of it. 4 is depend upon 2, it is written in front of it. 5 is written 4 is depend upon 1 and 2. 5 is depend upon 2, so it is written in front of that one. Okay, so like this. So next, just to be clear, I have removed it. So next comes, let us go for sixth work element. Sixth work element is depend upon 3. Similarly, sixth work element is depend upon 3. So in front of that it is been written and arrow mark is shown like this. Okay, so next, 7 work element is depend upon 3. Again same, 7 is depend upon 3, so in front of that it is written and arrow mark has to be shown. Next, 8 work element is depend upon 3 and 4. So 8 work element is depend upon 3 and 4 both. So in front of both 3 and 4, so I will go for writing 8. Okay, 8 is been written here and arrow marks are shown from both 3 and 4, so that 8 is depend upon 3 and 4 both. Okay, so similarly go for 9, which is been written. Now 9, on what it is depend? 6, 7, 8. So it is depend upon 3 work elements. Where they are, just go for checking it. 6, 7, 8. So in front of these 3 you write down 9. Okay, and show the arrow marks from all 3, so that it is depend upon all these 3 elements. Okay, that is what it shows. Fine. So next comes 10. 10 is depend upon 9 and 10. Okay, 10 is depend upon 5 and 8. So 5 is here, 8 is here. So in common to both we will write 10 here. Okay, and we show the arrow marks from 8 and 5 both. Okay, show the arrow marks such that it is depend upon 8 and 5. Okay, 10 is written here. Similarly go for 11. 11th, you can see 9 and 10. It is depend upon 9 and 10 here in this chart. You can go on seeing it. Okay, here you can see 9 and 10. So it is depend upon 9 and 10. So I will write 11 in between 9 and 10. Here in front of both I will write 11 and show the arrow marks for both as 9 and 10. Okay, so like this. Similarly what we can do is, okay, so you can see here, yeah, just a minute. Yeah, next 12 is depend upon 11. Now you can see again. Okay, let me take the pencil. So 11, you can see here 12 is depend upon 11. Okay, now 12 we write it in front of 11. Okay, and we show the arrow mark like this and we show it. Fine. So this is how the path. So now that is what we done with the things. Okay, now we will see, just let me show you. Now we write the flow path and everything like this way in the precedence diagram. Just we need to take care that what all the elements are depend upon 1 and 2. Okay, what all the elements are depend upon 1 and 2, we need to write in front of that one all the things. So in a same column, that is a systematic way how we do it. Okay, that is a systematic way how we write it in a same column. Similarly 6, 7, 8 are depend upon these second column. So these third column, what all the elements are there will be depend upon this second column. Okay, similarly what all the elements are there in this column, so this will be depend upon these columns. So we will just make it in a straight line. Okay, all things. Now similarly 11 is depend upon 9 and 10. So in this upon this column it is dependent. Just subsequently we will be making it in columns. That is a systematic way. It will be very easy for us to recognize. Okay, so this is how we write the precedence diagram. Fine.